With 12% of Americans moving every year, America is still a very transient society. Find out how to reach new movers next on Just Checking In. Good evening, this is Alan Ayers and I am just checking in outside of new home construction here in Rockford, Illinois. The perfect location to talk to you about relocation. As an urgent care provider, your opportunity is to reach people as soon as they move into the community. Now, why is this important? Well, when people move, they get hurt. The physical act of moving their furniture, moving their boxes, they can incur injuries, but moreover, when people are new to a community, they typically are not familiar with that community's healthcare resources. They typically are not tied into primary care. So when they have a medical need, and a medical need is certain to arise at some point, where are they going to turn? Well, through marketing, if you can get your name, get your message, raise awareness of your center among new movers within the first 30 to 60 days, you have an opportunity to be that consumers' preferred urgent care provider for the duration of their stay in their new residence. Now, when we look at the United States, our nation is highly, highly transient. According to U.S. Census data, about 12% of American households move every year, but those numbers are not equal across the board. So if you look at people who own their own homes, older citizens, they move at a rate of about 5%. They're more likely to stay put. But the younger generation, particularly those out of school, those starting jobs, those living in apartments, move at a rate of about 34%. Well, if you look across our society, who's active, who needs urgent care, who uses urgent care, who doesn't have a primary care physician, it tends to be that younger generation. And research shows that within the first 30 to 60 days of when somebody establishes a new residence, they pretty much pick their service providers, create their habits for the duration of when they live there. So, for instance, I recently relocated from Texas to Northern Illinois, and when I moved, I had to find a dry cleaning store. I picked restaurants, and that I wanted to use. I needed to find a veterinarian. So as I picked those businesses within the first 30 to 60 days, unless something's seriously wrong with them, over time I will be loyal to those initial service providers that I chose. Well, it's interesting, when I moved from Texas, I received relocation packages or information in the mail from two of the three large hospital systems, Swedish American, which is part of the University of Wisconsin, and OSF, which is a Catholic health system. Both of them operate urgent care centers. Swedish American calls theirs immediate care, OSF calls theirs prompt care. Well, within the first month in my new home, I received information from these hospitals educating me about their services. There was a response card that they would help me find a primary care physician. There was information about their immediate care and prompt care included as well. And if I sent the direct reply, the direct response back by mail, in one case it was a free first aid kit, the other case it was a free thermometer. Clearly the goal of those health systems was to get me tied into to a provider, to their health system, and create some loyalty to their health system as a new resident to the community. So the advantage of going after a new mover is if you can grab that person right when they're new in the community, you can create a loyal fan who will stick with you. Otherwise, if they go to a competitor, you're going to have to spend extra money in marketing. You're going to have to depend on that competitor to stumble, to offer bad service before you can win the new mover back to your urgent care. So how do you reach new movers? Well, there are a couple ways to go about doing it. First off, because I mentioned that apartment dwellers tend to be the most transient, you can work with apartment complexes directly. So typically when someone moves into a new apartment, there's a welcome kit or some kind of folder. See if you can get your magnet or literature in that new resident kit that the apartment hands out to everyone as they move in. Alternatively, you could ask to get have your magnet put on the refrigerator. So when someone moves in the new apartment, the magnet's already there on the refrigerator. Hey, I may not need urgent care today, but oops, I'm injured. Where do I go? Oh, where did that magnet say to go? So working with apartment complexes is certainly one way to do it. You can also, apartments often have like resident appreciation days or pool parties or other opportunities to engage the residents. You could actually partner with the apartment complex to be a sponsor of those things. So getting involved with apartments is one way. There's syndicated services like the Welcome Wagon and others, or you could buy mailing lists to direct mail to new movers when they come to the community. Managing a direct movers campaign yourself can be a little burdensome, a little cumbersome. You can also work with the Chamber of Commerce or other governmental agencies and whatever type of relocation guides they produce or whatever resources they provide to new movers in the area. So the point is, there is a huge marketing opportunity to grab new residents, and particularly that 34% of the U.S. population who's young, transient, single, upwardly rising, and living in apartments that move at the rate of 34% per year. When they move in the community, raise awareness of your urgent care, get them into your center, create loyalty, and if you do a good job and provide good service, you should have a fan for life. So again, if you're looking for additional ideas, be sure to check out our website at Practice Velocity. I would love to hear from you. Any questions you have, please email the address on your screen. And again, this is Alan Ayers, just checking in.